right, so we're going to go back and kind of start number 9 again. One of the things you need to realize is that when you're reading problems like 9, 10, and 11, the thing you need to determine is it geometric or is it arithmetic? So let's maybe make a note. Is it geometric or arithmetic? In other words, am I multiplying to get my next term or adding? So that's really the question you're asking yourself. So in a set of 12 nested dolls, so they would just keep going and getting smaller and smaller and smaller is what's going to happen until you have 12 total dolls. And it says each doll is 8/9 the height of the next taller doll. It doesn't say 8/9 of a centimeter less, but 8/9 the size, which means multiply by 8/9, which is why the dolls are getting smaller, because the number you're multiplying by is less than 1. So we know that this is geometric, and we know that it's a series because we want to know the total height of the dolls. So this is going to be a geometric series, which means we're going to use the formula S sub n equals the first term times 1 minus r to the n, all divided by 1 minus r. So S sub 12 dolls is the first doll, we're told, is 18 centimeters. Right here it tells us that the first doll is 18 centimeters. 1 minus that common ratio, we're multiplying by 8/9, so it's 8/9 to the 12th, because remember, these two numbers should always match, all divided by 1 minus 8/9. Now I know that 1 minus 8/9 is 1/9, so if I want to, I could just change this to 1/9 and do that subtraction in my head. Right, so I'm going to go to my calculator. The first term is 18 times 1 minus, in parentheses, 8/9 to the 12th power, end my parentheses. That is my numerator. Divided by, I can do 1 minus 8/9, or I can just simply do 1/9. Oh, I forgot to hit divided by. Divided by, sorry, I want to take this answer here and divide it by 1/9. And so I'm going to let you guys do that in the calculator and get an answer. All right, it'll be over 100, but less than 125, I'll tell you that. Somewhere between 100 and 125, and let's say round to the nearest hundredths place. Okay, somewhere between 100 and 125. Let's go to the next one, number 10. A packer had to fill 50 boxes identically with candy. The packer filled the first box in 10 minutes, okay, so we know the first term, but got faster by the same amount of time. Faster by the same amount of time as time went on. Okay, so are we multiplying or are we adding? If you're getting faster by the same amount of time, meaning every time you get a minute faster, so minus a minute, minus a minute, minus a minute, that would be arithmetic. So this is going to be an arithmetic series. So S sub n equals n divided by 2, the first term plus the last term. Well, S sub, I've got 50 boxes to fill, so that's 50 divided by 2. I know that I can fill the first box in 10 minutes. If he filled the last box in 4 minutes, I knew the last term. What was the total time it took to fill the 50 boxes? So S sub 50 is 25 times 14. I know you guys can do that in your calculator. Right, let's go to number 11. Vertical lengths of wood are used to support stairs leading to the second story of an apartment building. If there are 15 stairs, each stair is 8 inches higher than the previous stair. So plus 8 every time. That means arithmetic series, where the constant difference is 8. Right? The first stair is 8 inches higher than the floor. What is the total length of wood needed? So S sub 15. Well, actually, let's write down our formula first. S sub n. Now, this time I'm going to use my other formula because I don't know the height of the last stair. So I'm going to use 2 times the first stair plus the constant difference times n minus 1. So S sub 15 is 15 divided by 2. 2 times the first stair. The first stair is 8 inches. Plus, we're going to get 8 inches higher each time. N minus 1. 15 minus 1 would be 14. So I've got 7.5 times 16 plus, let's use my calculator, 8 times 14, 112. I'm going to have 7.5 times 128. And that will give me my answer for the total length of wood needed. 12 we're skipping. Let's look at 13. A baseball card collection is now valued at $2,000. That sounds like right now. So that's not after a year, that's right now. But is expected to increase in value at 4% each year. So its starting amount is 2,000. That is going to be G sub 0. It's not after a year, it's right now. The ratio will be 1 plus 0.04 because it's increasing by 4%. And because this is the 0 term, this is n. If this was the first term, it would be n minus 1. And in this instance, because I'm finding a sub, I guess it's not a, it would be G for geometric, G sub 15 is 2,000 times 1.04 to the 15th. Because notice this is the 0 term, so this is n, so these should match. Put that in my calculator, and it's going to be more than 3,500. I'll tell you that, but I'm going to let you put that in your calculator. More than 3,500, less than 4,000. All right, number 14. This is always one of the most missed problems on this quiz. What term is 499 in the arithmetic sequence 4, 9, 14, 19? I can tell that in each of these terms I'm adding 5 to the previous term. Now, this does not say what is the 499th term. It says what term is 499. So let's first write our formula. A sub n is going to be the first term plus 5 times n minus 1. I want to know what term is 499. So 499 is the answer, and I want to figure out what n is. So 499 equals 4 plus 5n minus 5. We get the 4 and the negative 5 together. add 1. Divide by 5.